Whistle is wandering around Happy Tree Town. Smitten sees Whistle and fights him. Mime tries to break them up by blowing his whistle at them, which makes Whistle triggered and kill Mime. Sniffles notices Whistle's problem and asks Lumpy why it happened. Lumpy tells Sniffles that Whistle gets triggered by anything that sounds like a whistle. Sniffles has an excellent idea. He buys a shock collar and puts it on Whistle. Sniffles tests the collar by whistling, setting Whistle off. Before Whistle could maul Sniffles, he pushes the button on the remote and shocks Whistle, making him calm down. Sniffles takes Whistle to Pop and Cub's house. Pop, thinking that Whistle is still vicious, pulls Cub away thinking that he might attack. However, Whistle just licks Cub. Pop, thinking that Whistle finally reformed, wipes the sweat from his forehead and whistles in relief. This sets Whistle off. Trying to maul Cub on the spot, Sniffles gives Pop the remote and Pop uses it to shock Whistle, successfully making him stop. Pop thanks Sniffles for helping him save Cub, who is still severely injured. Sniffles and Whistle go for a walk. Giggles and Petunia and fawn over Whistle's cuteness, much to Disco Bear's jealousy. A baby bird nearby chirps, triggering Whistle to attack the girls. Sniffles, once again, shocks Whistle with the remote, stopping him. Whistle, exhausted from all the shocking, takes a nap. Sniffles is also exhausted from his long day with Whistle. Lumpy asks Sniffles if he can use the remote and keep Whistle. Sniffles agrees as long as he's careful. Lumpy and Whistle both sleep together. Lumpy snores, but his snores sound like whistling, setting Whistle off. Lumpy uses the remote to shock Whistle and stop him. However, Whistle keeps trying to attack, so Lumpy just keeps pushing the button. Whistle, having enough of the shocking, just keeps getting angrier the more the button is pressed. This keeps up until the collar malfunctions. Whistle gets so electrocuted to the point that he has electricity powers. Whistle shocks Lumpy back, electrocuting him instantly. Whistle starts electrocution everyone. Sniffles gets mad at Lumpy for making his plan a failure. Whistle starts frying everyone with his electric powers. Cub, in a wheelchair, meets Whistle again, hoping he's back to normal. Instead, Whistle electrocutes Cub harshly. Pop has enough and beats up Whistle endlessly, beating him to death. The Whistle lookalikes mourn Whistle's death, along with their parents, Papa and Claudia. Papa and Claudia maul Pop to death for killing Whistle. Sniffles, who has fixed his collar, uses it on Lumpy as punishment for overusing its power.